Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back ranking all 5 movies in the Final Destination franchise. As of right now, 5 Final Destination movies have been released. The most recent, Final Destination 5, came out in 2011. There is a 6th film, currently in post-production on its way though. It's due to be released next year under the title Final Destination Bloodlines. Of course, since it isn't officially out yet, this ranking will only include the first 5 Final Destination movies. Like with all of my other rankings, I will start with my least favorite and work my way to my favorite Final Destination. I base this on criteria such as nostalgia, rewatchability, and overall enjoyment. Jason will also be ranking all 5 Final Destination films, so please be sure to check out his video to see how his ranking compares to mine. As always, please keep in mind, this is just my personal opinion, and you don't have to agree. So, here we go. This is Final Destination Ranked. In last place, I have to go with what I know is a very popular sequel, Final Destination 2. Listen, I love all 5 of these movies. This is a very consistent franchise. But something has to be last. The car accidents in Final Destination 2 is arguably the most popular of all the opening death sequences. There are plenty of memes to confirm that. Maybe that's because it seems like the most realistic, as scary as it is. Even with that iconic opening, I just don't enjoy Final Destination 2 as much as I enjoy the others. I do like the cast, and I love the kills, but I can say that about any of the 5. The death scenes are what really drive these films. Drive. Get it? See what I did there? I guess it's just that this movie sort of messes with the rules established in the first film a bit. Regardless, Final Destination 2 is an awesome sequel. But it's in 5th place, or last place, for me. Here comes what I'm sure will be another surprise for a lot of you. At number 4, I have the original, Final Destination. If you weren't old enough to remember the hype around this movie when it was first released, I can't even begin to express it. Final Destination was a huge deal. I watched it countless times, and I'm sure many of us did at the time. The opening airplane sequence is likely to never be forgotten. The cast is fantastic and, in itself, a time capsule featuring Devon Sawa, Ali Larter, Kerr Smith, and Seann William Scott. Final Destination is a very unique twist on the genre, but ultimately, the movie is a slasher film with death itself as the killer. The kills are great, the concept is awesome, and it was of course introduced in this first film. But still, Final Destination, the original, comes in 4th place. Maybe I just watched this one too much over the years, which is why I have it at number 4. At number 3, I have The Final Destination in 3D, or simply The Final Destination. This is actually the 4th film in the franchise, but it was not The Final Destination. Jason and I covered The Final Destination during our Positive Spin series, because this is the Final Destination sequel that seems to be the most hated by the masses. It's the lowest rated on IMDb, and for whatever reason, people just don't seem to like this one as much as the others. Ironically, I have it ranked right in the middle of this 5-film franchise at number 3. The opening death sequence in this one is probably the most random of the 5, with the racetrack. But it's also way over the top, which makes it a hell of a lot of fun. I like the characters in The Final Destination, especially the main couple, played by Bobby Campo and Chantal Van Santen. He also played in Scream the TV series, and she played in One Tree Hill as Quinn. Just like in all the others, the kills are awesome. I really like the pool kill in this one. And The Final Destination's third act is set at the mall and the movie theater. That's where that infamous escalator sequence comes in. The Final Destination is definitely overhated, but I think it's underrated, which is why I have it ranked at number 3. In second place, I have Final Destination 3, and this is a really cool addition. This DVD actually allows you to change the movie. By making various decisions throughout, you're able to change the outcome and fate of the characters. Now, as for the actual movie and why I have it ranked in second place, well, that's easy. This one opens with a carnival setting. As the DVD cover reminds you, the opening death sequence in Final Destination 3 is the roller coaster. I absolutely love carnival settings, and the inclusion of one in this movie has drastic implications. I've personally never had a fear of roller coasters, but after watching the opening sequence, I can understand why others do. This sequel stars Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Ryan Merriman. Final Destination 3 features maybe some of the best kills in the franchise, including the tanning bed sequence. And I love how it all comes full circle at the end. Final Destination 3 might be the most memorable for me, and that says a lot. It's still not my favorite though. Final Destination 3 comes in at number 2. Because my number 1 favorite Final Destination movie is Final Destination 5. I'm gonna be honest with you. The ending of this one alone makes it worthy of first place. I remember watching Final Destination 5 when it was first released, with my son, who was very young at the time. We loved it all the way through, but when we reached the twist ending, we were both blown away. I swear, if jaws hitting floors was possible, our jaws hit the floor. To this day, I think it's one of the greatest twist endings in horror history, or cinema history, for that matter. I love a great twist, and this one was brilliant. We didn't see it coming, and I highly doubt anyone did the first time they watched Final Destination 5. In addition, though, I really like the storyline. Yes, all 5 of these movies follow the same formula, but this added a little something extra. Final Destination 5 features an additional slasher element, but I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it for some reason. If you haven't, though, I highly recommend checking it out. But make sure you watch the first 4 first. They do all connect, and the way Final Destination 5 connects is best of all. Of course, like I said, this is just my opinion. But Final Destination 5 is my number 1 favorite movie in the Final Destination franchise. So, there you have it, guys. My ranking of all 5 movies in the Final Destination franchise. What do you think? How would you rank these films? Comment below and let me know. Don't forget to check out Jason's video as well to find out how he has Final Destination ranked. Which franchise will we rank next? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.